चलो फटाफट से स्पोर्ट्स तक को सब्सक्राइब करो और हाँ, जो घंटी नजर आ रही है बिना देरी किए इस पर क्लिक करो।
So much is going on in Indian cricket. So many young players here. She mentioned the word social media. Leaks and controversy and all of this stuff. It's our job to bring all that out as well. But as a cricketer, how do you insulate? I mean, ultimately as a player, the goal is to win the trophy. Champions Trophy coming, England series coming. You created a winning team. When there is so much of negative noise, how do the players regroup? And how does one create a winning team?
Firstly, thank you so much for having me here. I'm sitting next to two of the stalwarts of Indian women's cricket. You know, Mithali, most number of runs, and our very own Jhulan. Mithali is also our very own because she plays for India. She played for it, and Jhulan the highest number of wickets. So I'm excited to share the stage with both of them. Your question on Champions Trophy, is it? How you
winning team, because there's so much negativity around.
Yeah. I think negativity is everywhere, so it doesn't change and it's not going to go in a competitive world. When you're competing and there is so much at stake with sport these days, that there will be negative, there will be opinions. It was the same in the past, and it was the same in the past, and it was the same in the past, and it's going to be in the future as well. So as an athlete and as a sportsman, you need to find a way to keep yourself out of it. And as you rightly said, there's a Champions Trophy coming. I know India did not have a great series of Australia, but if you look at the last two World Cups, the T20 World Cup, India won it unbeaten, and then the 50 over World Cup, India lost their final. So if you look at India's performance in the last two World Cups, they've just lost one game in almost about 20 of them. So I think it's a phenomenal one-day team. It's a phenomenal white ball team, and for me, they will be the favorites in the Champions Trophy. And in terms of social media, that's why you're a professional. You have to find a way to stay out of it. I know many of them keep away from it. They don't watch social media because at the end of the day, it's what matters is the 15 or the 20 you're with. Jhulan and Mithali both have played World Cup finals. I remember Jhulan and Mithali's World Cup final at Lord's when India lost to England. And I remember both of them, as I said, both are stalwarts of Indian women's cricket. Today, what Indian women's cricket is because of them. And there are many more. You've got Smriti at the moment, Harmanpreet. There have been some fantastic players of the yesteryears. There is Gargi, there is Meethu, there is Lopa, there is Shurmila, there is Biasta. Many of our own girls, who've represented the country. Some play 100 games, some don't play 100 games. But the impact of all of them remain. You've got Arun Lal here. His impact on me was phenomenal. You've got Pranab Roy here. You've got Sambaran here. Madhuda did not play for India, but he was my first Ranji Trophy captain. So various people have various, influence on your career. And as you said, the Champions Trophy is coming. This is going to be a very important 5-match T20 series for India. And India will do well. There's so much talent. There's so much talent in the men's department. There's so much talent in the women's department. You see how the girls are playing. And I just want to say one small thing. When I first became BCCI president in 2019, what I saw women's cricket and what I see women's cricket in 6 years down the line in 2025, and both Mithali and Jhulan will agree, it's improved enormously. We used to talk about Australia. We used to talk about England. We used to talk about Meg Lanning. We used to talk about, the New Zealand girls. We used to talk about the English girls, Heather Knight, and some of the legends who've played the game. But now, you look around world cricket, people will talk about Mithali Raj. People will talk about Jhulan. People talk about Smriti. People talk about Harmanpreet, our very own Richa. When he sits down and hits the ball over covers, you just see there's no effort in it. Although people tell me she doesn't train enough. But if she doesn't train enough and still hits such big sixes, it's phenomenal. So that's where women's cricket has gone. And for all the Bengal boys here sitting, I had Pata say a few words. I must say the women's are outplaying the men's at the moment because the women's win.
So
the under 15s win, the senior under Jhulan win everything except the final. So at the moment they're outplaying the boys in Bengal. So there is a competition there.
In India, if you take the history of India's Olympics, women have always outplayed men. That's the story.
But don't have any competition over here.
Saurabh, if I can ask you, before the Australia series, you had in an interview told me that don't rule India out, India will compete. You had specifically mentioned Jasprit Bumrah, you had mentioned KL Rahul, you had said do not rule India out, they will fight, and we saw what happened in Perth. And after that also you and I spoke. When there is so much criticism, take Virat Kohli, outside off stump, all of us are criticizing Rohit Sharma. As a player who has sustained, at the topmost level for so many years, how do these legends rectify mistakes when you are in front of the public glare? Do you have it in you? Is it about a mental thing? Is it about skill? How do they negotiate, and do you still reckon that there's game left in these legends?
See, Virat Kohli is a once in a lifetime cricketer, like Jhulan is, like Mithali is, and I think Virat Kohli for the men's cricket is once in a lifetime player. To score 80 international hundreds in a career is something unbelievable. For me, he's probably the greatest white ball player the world has seen. But I was really surprised the way he batted in Australia after getting 100 in Perth. He struggled before that here, but I thought after the 100 in Perth, it'll be a big series for him. But I think it happens. Every player has his weakness and strength. There's no player in the world who will not have that. It's how you adapt to your weaknesses as you play great bowlers over a period of time. Your second part of the question, I still feel there's a lot of cricket left in Virat Kohli, and the tour of England will be a big challenge for him. I'm not too worried about his form in the Champions Trophy, because as I said, he's probably the best white ball player the world has seen for a long period of time. And he will score runs in this tournament in Indian conditions, and I think India is one of the contenders for the Champions Trophy, especially after the performances in the 50 overs and the T20 World Cup. But Test cricket is something they'll have to work on, especially
Rohit Sharma as well?
especially when they go away from home. Rohit Sharma in white ball cricket is phenomenal, and you will see a different Rohit Sharma once the Champions Trophy starts. And as I said, they will be one of the contenders for the tournament. But come the red ball and come the seaming, swinging pitches, they'll have to bat a bit better than what they have done. I've always said that if you score 350 to 400 runs on first innings of Test matches away from home, you get yourself in a position to win Test matches. If you're getting out for less than 200, then you're always fighting from behind. And the reason they won in Perth is because they got 400 or 500 runs on the board. Second innings. So that's what the game is all about. The bowlers win you matches, especially when you have someone like Bumrah. Mohammad Shami is fit. It's so happy to see him fit, because I think he's probably the best after Bumrah in the country.
Do you want to see Shami in red ball cricket?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? And as I said, he's as good as anybody in the world. So Shami and Bumrah bowling at two ends is different than Bumrah bowling from one end. So as much as Shami is important for Bumrah is important for Shami, because they keep pressure on both ends in Test cricket, where you have to bowl 20-25 overs. I wish Mohammad keeps fit. It was good to see him. He's looking slim and fit and strong. I know he'll be a bit nervous because he's playing cricket after a long time, especially with a knee injury. But the good thing is that he bowled a lot for Bengal in the domestic cricket, which is going to help him in the games to come. And as I said, India will be a contender for this tournament. Come England in July, they'll have to really work hard to play well there, because the conditions are different.
What does Cricket Association of Bengal mean to you?
Well, this is everything for all of us, not just me. Jhulan's on my right. I've got stalwarts sitting here. Many of them sitting at the back. They create opportunities for you to play. So you're indebted to the association. When I grew up, Mr. Dalmia was the president of the organization. There is Mr. Gautam Dasgupta here. There is Mr. Bablu Kole. There are many others who I can't see in this darkness. There's Abhishek. There is Vishwaroop. I don't know whether there is Bablu Ganguly, people who have worked with. Another important man who I see sitting quietly is Mr. Ranjit Roy. When I used to play under 15, he used to travel with me everywhere. He used to actually sleep in the next bed. And there was nothing in cricket those days. And I'm hearing Jhulan and Mithali. I honestly feel if women's cricket was what it is now, and it was 10 years ago, I would have actually pushed my daughter to play women's cricket. But that didn't happen because it was different. So for me, these two are the biggest role models the country will ever see, because they played women's cricket when there was no future. how much they got paid when they started. Now it's in crores. Smriti Mandana's WPL contract is 3.5 crores, and she goes around the world playing. So these girls next to me have actually taken women's cricket where it is. So my heartiest congratulations to them. The organization, they support so much. You know, different administrators come in different generations, but they all get together to make the organization what it is. This Eden Gardens has not been built in one day. You know, this Eden Gardens has not been built in by the efforts of one person. It's the administrators, it's the former players, it's the groundsmen, it's all the people who work at the behind the stage to make this place playable for boys and girls now. You look at them, they are every day around, hanging around to get their news, get their bites. But in this process, they actually make Jhulons and Mitalis and Richa Ghoshes popular to the world. So I don't consider media as negative. I don't consider as social media as negative. It's a platform for you to be known to the world. The important thing is how you use it. Whether you use it positively or whether you use it negatively. So this organization over a period of time, I've been the president of the organization for a long period of time, and I still go back to some of them calling them sirs, because they were my administrators when I played the game. You know, when I used to play for India, I used to call them up and say, can I get the center wicket to practice? I used to call Arun Lal up and say, you know, teach me, I'm not playing well. And I'm not playing the hook shot well. I used to watch Pranav, I used to watch Shambaran, I used to watch my brother, there is IB, there is loads of them, Lokhi, I don't know where they are, Manoj, Riddhi. This organization has produced all these stalwarts. Yes, you need the talent, you work hard, you train, but you need the backing also. And I think that's what the administrators are here for. So, as I said, nothing happens without the support, the help which the organizations give. You know, now when you see first-class cricket, they stay in 5-star hotels. They're traveling on aeroplanes. You know, in my generation, when I grew up, you know, the administrators used to pay out of their pocket to make the players go and play first-class cricket. You know, so I've seen the transformation in sport, and I think my love, my affection, my support will always go back to them, because they support players to be what they are, and most of them, and I won't say most of them, all of them do honorary jobs. Jhulon has too much money these days. She drives the best car, she lives in the best home, she wears a Rolex, but the administrators do an honorary job. Look at Mithali, how much money she has made over 10 years. So the administrators play an important role from behind.
And you haven't made anything.
I'm still trying. So,
between my house and the next crossing, there are 271 hoardings, 171 have your photo.
Okay.
Thank you,
As I said, my love, my affection and support will continue to go to these administrators, and a big thank you for what they have done for the last 25-30 years to various generation of players to get Bengal cricket, to get Indian cricket where they are. And before I finish, congratulations to the under-15 girls for winning the national championship. Congratulations to the senior women for getting to the finals twice and losing. And you started this discussion asking Jhulon and Mithali, how is it about losing finals? Thank God you did not ask me, because I lost 3 World Cup finals. 2000, 2002, 2003. Unbeaten in the group stage and lost the World Cup final. So thank God you did not embarrass me with that question. But as I said, congratulations, well done, and my good wishes for all of you for the years to come.
Having said that, you taught us how to win in red ball cricket overseas as well. So when you say I've lost something, you've given us plenty more. Before I call all our respected office bearers on stage for a photograph with our 3 legends here, let me sum this up like this.
स्पोर्ट्स की खबरें ढूंढ रहे हो तो इधर उधर क्या देख रहे हो? चलो फटाफट से स्पोर्ट्स तक को सब्सक्राइब करो, और हाँ, जो घंटी नजर आ रही है फटाफट से बिना देरी किए इस पर क्लिक करो।